Hello. Today, let's learn to knit this back together. The material we received had a large blob of this thick line. This line is particularly thick. And this is a pendant ornament. This is the decoration for a bag of that candy. There are glue sticks inside. We need to glue it on this tote bag of ours. You bring your own pair of scissors and a lighter. Let's find one end of the line first. Then tie a slip knot. That's the way to tie a slip knot. The line goes around it in a circle. They come underneath the coil. Pull like this. That's a slip knot. The size of this slip knot can be stretched. Pull this thread hard to make him tighter. Don't make this coil too big. And then we take this long strand. Drill under the circle of lines. So you make another coil. Just now our first coil. Look at it this way, we form a V-word. And that's what you see here. So this is a coil. And there's a wire down here. And this wire, this is the second coil. You can see it clearly from this line up here, right? Because it's all white. The V-word is what we call A. This braid needle. Okay, let's do the second one. Look at the second one. It's a circle now, right? This line. So here we are going to run the wire from underneath the coil. Drill over. After coming up, we can twist this thread this way. You can twist it this way. That's the end of the line. It can be placed on his left and right sides. But it's better to keep it in the same direction every time. It's more beautiful. And look at the second coil, it forms a V again. Look. Is it this line? It's the one that came up from below again. This is the first V word. This is the second V. The word is equal to the fact that it is not difficult to see. Each coil is a circle. And there's a wire down there. 2, 1, 2. So let's move on. It's a circle. We take this long wire from under the coil. Come down here like this. Get on top. Then pull it a little bit. Let this coil be about the same length. This again forms a coil 1, 2, 3. Then continue with 4. Five braid needles. We're up. Do we need to repeat it here? It's done. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Every look has a coil you see. We also talked about it at the beginning. So this is a coil, and there's a line in the middle. It's the following. Every needle is like this. There is a line in the middle. Next lap. We should 1 crocheting. The position of the needle is where my 2 fingers are. And there's a line in the middle that separates him. Here's how it looks. It's a couple. 3 to 4 pairs. 5 pairs. equals 5 lock pins. That's 5 braid needles. Then we roughly measure him. A little more than 2 liters. That's where we are now. This is the bottom of the bag. It is also the width of our bag. Okay, we finished 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This coil. Now, we put it here. Put it here, as the first pin in our second circle. Here we take this line. Here, the fourth needle. On the fourth side of this lock pin. Pull this half into the needle and see. Drill the line down here like this. After drilling in, the 2 coils should be about the same height. Now we continue on to the third stitch of. This half is for him to pass the thread through. There's another coil. So here's what it looks like. At this position of the second needle, drill the thread for him. Look at this line directly from the back. It's coming through here from the bottom. So you have a row of 5 needles. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We just said that. Well, we still have half. Now we are going to turn round again. Do the same for him in this half. The same 5 coils. So let's turn this round. Turn round and we see that there's a flat tail. What about the end of the line? We can leave it alone. Just hold it down with our long wire. It doesn't matter if you don't press it or come up directly from under it. And here I'm just going to press it. Put it underneath. Come directly like this. The septum in the middle of the first needle. And then on this side of it. From this needle. Pulls out another coil. Let's look at the second one. In fact, look at the second one. This needle is from this coil. Is it because it is a thread? Ah, this is the second one. Well, what about the height of this coil? Basically, almost. Don't be too different, the third one. Fourth. Look, after doing this, it's a pair of pairs. Because it's a braid. Both sides of the needle. Needle entry points on both sides, right? 1 pair, 2 pairs. 3 pairs, this is 4 pairs. Now that's 4 pairs. Then let's look at the 5th needle, the last stitch. Last stitch, we first started this braid. This coil comes out here, right? Then we're on the other side. This is also directly for him. Look at our common. This is not 2 pairs. 1 pair, 2 pairs. 3 to 4 pairs. 5 pairs are 6 stitches. This is the first lap. First lap. So let's get started. Let's move on. After the second lap. Third lap, yeah. The method is the same for each lap. Let's see, go ahead. And the wire goes through this coil. 1 or 2 of these. The height of a coil, it determines the size of our stitch. It also determines the height of the bag, like this one. We need to do so by lines for this bag. Then each of your coils should be higher. This bag and this whole bag will definitely be higher. What if each coil was a little shorter? This bag must be shorter, right? And then the third one. Fourth. fifths. This is the 1/2 in total. We'll transfer it to him when we're done. Just finish this half of these 5 for him. This half, this 5. We finished it for him too. This is the second lap. This is what we look at inside. This is the front of the bag. We are now doing this. It's going to be turned over when we're done. This is the second lap done. Now we move on to the third lap. From this needle to this needle, just around the corner. It seems that when you go up here and down here, we can tighten this line for him. Don't be too loose. It's too loose, he's easy, there's a seam here. It's very simple. Then turn round again. Finished the third lap. And we keep turning round. The fourth lap begins. Lap 4. Finished lap 5 below. And on the 6th lap. We're going to take a good look at this coil. I didn't see it clearly just now. Twisted it. Let's now screw it in. If you twist it, you will see. Look, we got to a certain height. This is lap 6. We're going to move on to lap 7. Let's take a look at this position of this wired tail. This is the beginning and end of the lap. At this point, the lap is over. You know what? It's the wired tail and the other side. This is the end of the lap. If you do it, you forget it. I don't know how many. Circling is sometimes easy. Do more on this half. One less line on this side. Then the height of this bag is different. It's been 7 laps. So let's flip this over. One flipping. Our hand. This hand goes in. Grab these 2 corners and see. Grab these 2 corners. So put the horns in him. Turn him over like this. Then push these 2 corners out of it again. This is the bottom of the bag. And look at the top end of the line. We don't have to worry about it. Put it in there first. Let's take a look after turning it over. These are our coils. Let's give him a tug. You can also grab him one by one like this. Grab this coil for him. So we give him this vertical pull. So that when we crochet, some unevenness. That's better. Just give it to him and pull it evenly. Clean him up. Sometimes this needle is also given. For example, it is relatively loose. The next stitch is tighter. If you see anything particularly bad place, let's sort it out for him. Because this coil is all connected, right? It's all down the line. He can even it out for him. In this way, the prototype of this bag basically comes out. Now this bag is basically the main body. Let's count. When counting, count this position with the coil. Look at this number. This is a V word, isn't it? This is A. It is the yang 2 3 4 5 wire ring we started to make, which has 7 layers. Completed is 6 layers. How about this? If you do this, this is the coil being pulled. Put very high. Do you think the height of this bag is enough? So that's the end. If your coil is particularly low in height, this bag is still relatively small, you feel like you can go one more step up. Circle twice. This is fine. What about this bag? I feel like that's enough for now. So let's wrap it up. Watch us do this lap at the end. The height of this bag, after enough. Look at this half, it's 1 2 3 4 5 stitches. Is this half also 5 stitches? 10 stitches in total. So we're going to measure from there. Start measuring from here. Because of this, we give a lot of lines. Yeah, no way to find that thread. How much shall we start measuring? Well, measure 5 meters. If you spread your arms, you can also use your height. You can also measure with a ruler or a table. Do you have a table at home? 1 meter, 1 meter and 2 meters. You can use some tools. Let's measure him 5 meters. It's long enough. I don't do that here. Measure it yourself. After measuring, you see, cut. We found this thread. This thread goes up here, right? Use this thread from the next one. Just him here. These are the 5 coils, right? This side, these 5 stitches will pass it through. After wearing it, we will also put these 5 stitches on it. Oh, good. we put all stitches on him. So here we go. Keep putting this line to where we started crocheting. Yeah, hold him tight. When pulling the line, let's not pull directly from here. You can also pull it well, just pull it well. What if it doesn't work? We'll pull half and half. Pull from here, from these wool stitches here. Then pull this half first, then pull the other half. Okay, I'm done pulling this thread. Drag here everyone to see. Last stitch. It looks like this because we get to the last stitch. Go through here. That's the end of the line. After passing through here. So we're going to use this long string right next to him. Look at this braid needle. We came out of this coil. In this position next to him. Come straight from here like this. It comes in and it forms a coil. At which point we're going to keep making braid needles for him. Just like we started. So what we're doing is we're making a long shoulder strap. What about this braid needle? Don't do it too loosely. Is that so? It's the same pattern that we used when we started the needles. The length of this shoulder strap. We need to determine the height of the individual. Well, and hobbies, decide for yourself. Basically, the usual long shoulder strap is 1.1 meters. Well, because this is wired. Elastic. Maybe you drop it when you're done loading up. It pulls down a little bit. So here it is. Well, I do about a meter. Is this 33,032.33? This braid needle depends on the tightness you make. Your length shall prevail. About 35 if done tightly. If it is loose, about 30. The tightness of each of our braid needles. Almost the same. Otherwise, he will come out one loose and one tight. There will be a thickness, right? There is a difference. Okay, my length is basically enough. Then we tidy him up. Sort this out. It's sorted out, it's sorted out. What about the length of your bag? Well, it's up to you. After it is done, at this time, look at the line we left. Well, there must be this ridge one. And the length. And that's where we found him. A relative position. Where she stitches, right? We divide it evenly into 5 stitches on one side. 1 2 3 4 5, this is 1 2 3 4 5. Give him this. Allocate. Or sometimes you feel like 6 stitches here. A little balance is fine. It's right in the middle. We give it. At this point, cut the thread for it. This thread cuts it out some distance. After cutting like this, so here we are, making this coil. We've got to get this right, get this right. And this coil is placed on the outside. Put this thread on the inner belt. Take a closer look. This is the bag mouth above. What about the tightness of the bag mouth? Of course, you also need to adjust it yourself. Okay. Don't be too loose. But it's too tight to get in. So after you adjust it, we found this. It corresponds to this shoulder strap for the needle on our side. The other side, and then you put this coil on the outside. The thread we cut is placed inside this thread. After coming from the inside, press this wire. You come through this coil. So that locks the wire on this. Now we're going to look at this hole. So we can use the remaining thread tail. Knit him like this. Go through here and go through below. Wear it for him from above. Give him a few interludes like this back and forth. Then put the end of this line here. In this row of what? Put him back and forth a few times. So we give him this thread tail. Well, hide it, and then there is the extra part. We can just cut it off for him. Try to cut this thread after cutting it off. We'll just put it inside. Also, there is one in the bag at the beginning. This fiber, we also hide it in the same way. Then cut off the excess. Then hide the thread inside. Organize this bag. Bag. After the bag is sorted out, look, this is our pendant. Let's look at the pendant. Take out one end. It's this incredibly thin little iron rod. Pull him out from here. Pull it out. There you go. When it comes out, let's hang it here and look at me. We have these stitches. And there's this gap. Hang on this. After wearing it, then put this little iron ball. Put it in the position we just put out. Push harder, give him this iron rod and press it into the gap. So it hangs up. This little pendant. Next, take out this decoration. Let's smooth this long shoulder strap for him. Find the front. Then take out this glue stick. Where's the glue stick? We're going to burn him with this lighter. Stay away from the bag when burning. Don't drip this glue on this bag. Then take out the back of this decoration and wipe it like this. After wiping, we glue it on him. If you feel that after wiping, this glue is still not sticky enough or what, you can bake it again with a lighter. Then we can pick up some distance. Glue him like this. This way, at a short distance. This distance depends on the length of your shoulder straps. Not too dense, it's too dense in case there's not enough in the back. Look at this half, I'm finished gluing. The following can be based on your own imagination. Aesthetic you, for example. Here, I think. Glue him a pattern. Or stick another pattern. This way we to stick together. Or we can hold the needle upright like this. In fact, I think the greatest advantage of doing crafts is that can everyone according to their own ideas and aesthetics how to do. This thing is different. Okay, you can follow your preference, especially since maybe you have a better imagination than I do. Right. So what about this bag? We're done.